Now, as I said, I am here to introduce you to three very, very, very famous speed professors. Our first one I'd like to introduce you to is Professor Bouchard. Oh, Professor Bouchard. Another anal probe.
Good afternoon.
It's Professor Dunaway. He likes to be called Dr. Jury. You must ask him about that later. Dunaway. Oh, Professor Dunaway. Professor Smith. I'm sorry. I've had too much to drink already. And I am going to introduce you to two very, very eminent people of our asylum. We have the assistant, Mr. Halley, and we have the doctor, Mr. Moorhouse. Hughes. Moorhouse.
Hughes! I know when he gives me my medication.
Get off the stage.
Sorry.
Thanks, Simon and Andrew, for getting us over here. It was amazing. And then,
I'll give you a great change now. I think leave that chair by me, sorry. I wish that post wasn't in the way, it's like damn.
So what we'd like to try and do is try and get audience participation. So if anybody's got any questions from the audience, so one is for me. Try and get the guys to...
Welcome to crew!
is that better? Oh, whoops. Okay, as I said, we're going to lay the questions out to the floor. But as I say, I'd like to initially start off by coming back up to date and finding out how the guys got together as Bouchard, Dunaway and Smith. Shall we start with Joe? What singers? You're Bouchard?
Well, back in 1971, I went to see the Killer tour. I think it was called the Academy of Music in New York, and I was really afraid. So I had heard all the rumors,
Good reason you should.
and it was like there were two shows. They were doing two shows with 5 acts. It was like 5 acts on the show. So I was going to the late show, and myself and Eric Boom, we were sitting right in the front of the, probably in the 4th row, and we waited through Dr. John and his Greek show. The Night Tripper, Dr. John, the Night Tripper. So and then it was like about 4 o'clock in the morning. Alice Cooper decided to come out, and then I said, wow, this is really cool. And so we went back to the drawing board with this band, Blue Oyster Cult. We were trying to get our act together. And then I went to see him down in New Jersey a couple months later. We actually hung out and partied. They don't remember that. That's a good part. And then like a few weeks later after that, our manager said you could be the opening act for Alice Cooper. We were just thrilled beyond belief. And from that tour in 1972, the Killer tour, I've known these guys, and we got to be good friends along the way and became songwriting partners. Wrote songs through the 70s, late 70s and 80s. Lots of different projects in the 90s, and then later in the 90s we said, hey, why don't we get it all together and put a real album together, instead of just collections of demos and other things. And so that's how we ended up with Bouchard, Dunaway, Smith. Yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell, a short story. Would you like to add to that, Dennis?
Yes.
We did one show as a brainstorm to help somebody out in a jam. Who booked out on that? Cindy Lauper couldn't show up for the Oyster Festival in Connecticut, which draws like hundreds of thousands of people. So we threw a show together and did actually a pretty long set for a large crowd, and then that was the one performance of Brainstorm. Yeah, same band, just different name. Also we've really enjoyed working with Neal. I mean, well, I don't know about that, but we've really enjoyed working with Joe because he's very talented in many respects, and he's a lot of fun to work with, and also we can you know,
Make fun of
we can make fun of him all we want, and he won't go away. Here, Neal.
I agree. Now, I want to say, first of all, Sick Things rock. And we know about you guys. It's because of the internet and all that sort of crazy stuff that has actually helped get us here. And it's been great. Hopefully we'll be back, soon. What other questions do you want to know about?
Let's let open the floor.
What's that?
Picky Vic did. I think the
Fire, Jimi Hendrix Fire. Jimi Hendrix Fire. We did a song that I wrote that was rather long and elaborate called Blood on the Sun, which I sang.
May show up on an album in the future. Great song.
What else did we do?
Some old Yardbirds, didn't we do For Your Love?
Oh, we did. I think we did like Orange Be Wild. We didn't have a lot prepared. But it was, I remember it was fun.
We did some early Dead Ringer stuff, though, didn't we?
Didn't we do some Yardbirds?
Yeah. For Your Love.
For Your Love.
And most importantly, for the encore, we did The Elusive Butterfly.
No.
First of all, it's an honour to talk to you, Neal and Joe. I'm Alice Fanatic, and my question to you, as a guitar player, one of my heroes, Phil Buxton, who's a very underrated player, and I want to know the story of each of you, a great memory from that band.
Oh man, that's like, what's your favorite Beatle album? You know, for me, it's like Mind Box. Glenn.
Sticky Fingers. I know everything about rock.
This story was written in one of Paul Brenton's books for the Glenn Buxton Memorial Weekend, first one, about when I first met Glenn. I went over to his house, and his mom told me that he was in his room, and it was a weekend, so he wasn't awake yet. And when I went in, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The room was the windows were all blacked out, and there were like things sitting all over the floor, and just his foot was
Hello.
Thank you.
You got any stamps in the bag?
Don't think so. I did mean to go and get some, but I don't think I did. In here. None in the drawer, no?
Yeah. I'm sure I bought some tea, but I can't find it.
The Christmas ones for last year are on it, have they?
Oh God, yes. Will you stick that in your bag? Do you get the stamps at the office or something?
Any shares what people do. I'm all in stamps. Are you in there? What are you doing?
You better not be using my bloody razor.
Pardon?
You better not be using my razor.
Not using your razor?
Well, how did it get from the shower to the fucking jar thing then?
I have no idea. I used it about a fucking month ago to see what it was like. I've never fucking touched it since
I
then.
don't think it was a month ago. I think it was just the other day.
I've fucking not touched it since fucking then. That was looking a bit clean shaven.
I don't think so. It's a very bad idea taping all that stuff at once because it just fucking flattened my machine.
Crashed.
Run out of space in the hard drive altogether. I was doing it 1 megabyte. And I've got 30 gigabytes on the fucking thing. I must have been making copies of it. I mean, you have to copy it onto the hard drive. I didn't care when it goes into my library, I didn't care where it keeps it in my library because you can't seem to get it to there. And you've got to copy it to somewhere else, which effectively makes a big file twice as big. And if you've got 5 or 6 of them, you end up with 10 or 12 of them. And I just didn't have the space to do that. Like, I never ever thought I would ever have to get a bigger hard drive, but I could do a bigger hard drive.
No, you can. You just need to copy them.
I just
You
need
them and
to do them one at a time and do it that way. But you see, I wanted to get them all onto the one disc, and the only way you can get them all onto the one disc is to bring them all in at the same time. I just haven't got the space for that. Mind you, even on a DVD, you can't get 5.5 hours on one DVD. It's going to have to be 2 DVDs.
I thought that was just a picture of them seeing the movie. So does it have to sort of like play it and that's it, copying it? Or can it do
It has to
like
play
high
it.
speed dubbing it can do
No,
it?
it can't do that. It has to do it in real time. So that's what it takes a while, like, so then you've got to record it all first. When it's burning it, it doesn't take that awful long. But I can't cut bits off the end of it using this thing. I really need that Vegas thing, but I can't get Vegas to fucking work. It'll download Vegas, but it'll no let you do anything with it. You've got to register an MPEG encoder that comes with it. Of course, when it's a dodgy thing off the internet, you didn't get the encoder bit.
Aye.
And it's the encoder bit that I really need. Although, I mean, I must have it, I'm about to have someone on a disc that farts out with video. Because I mean, I'm not buying anything else to make it happen, I'm bound to have it somewhere. But you have to have like a registered copy. That Dazzle thing that I had that I used to do in the old days, it's got a thing in it that might help to... See, if you do audio, it gives you like the is a big long string, like a oscilloscope
Alright.
thingy, peaks and troughs and things like that, and all the way along there. You just need to play it along, stop the line wherever you want to stop it, drag it and select the bit that you want to cut and cut it out, and then you're left with the bit that you want. And I want someone that did the same in video, and it's really weird. I mean, it seems to, it's got a video track and an audio track and some other audio track and something else and something else. And when you try and put the video into the video space, it puts it in the audio space. And then you try and put another ending, it'll put it in the video space. So you end up with like that video playing and a different fucking bit of sound on it. Don't know why.
You'll get exhausted. Quite sure.
Well, I'm sure I will, but it's just taking so far. Still in the fucking shower.
No, it's shaving.
Oh, hurry up or I'll drop a shit at the door.
Oh, please.
Aye, so you will. I'll spread it so that you can't avoid it.
Oh, that's enough. It's bad enough all your bloody hair dye splattered all over the place. Like spreading down through there. Have you seen the mess you've made?
It'll clean.
The wash hand basin, the scales, the floor,
It
the toilet.
splashes.
It'll clean. My nails are ingrained with it.
Well, I still got a big black mark on the side of my face, like.
For your hair back. Come on, Johnny.
Hey, I'm out.
Oh, not a second too soon.
All these are done.
Move! Come on!
I'm going.
Told you 10 o'clock. Aye, well it's 20 past.
Plenty of bloody time.
I want to wash the car.
It doesn't take me long to get fucking giants you get.
When you go to shut down your computer, it shuts it down altogether. You don't get any message saying, which is nice, it just shuts it off. Clever.
You play with it last night, like you do your fire voice thing, no?
I'm not doing it with my throats. Used to it, I'll never understand what I'm saying. And my voice sounds funny to me. Often splitting and sneezing through it. Oh, I fell asleep. Went in, put the kettle on, got another cup round up my bed. And I came to spilling the Horlicks over myself. Which I did now. I did, and I woke at 6:30 this morning, right to back, I thought, back to sleep, and I'm lying there going, I couldn't even have it. I just so I put the kettle on, and I got up in my bed.
definite hold as far as we've all been told. That really makes me
I haven't seen that. I'm happy. I love the quality of DVD. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that particular DVD. I did buy the
if you have any inside information you could give us, because we've been all told, we've all ordered it, and then it's been put on indefinite hold.
You're not.
Okay. Alright, now you can clap too, so it's a good place to have a party. Okay.
I love quality DVD. I love
Where is it? In Seafield you're going to, is it?
You've got my back, have you? Just so snooker's got.
Instead of a your fault, what would it look like fog?
To say have fun, but it's not really.
Oh, we'll have fun. What's the fun of that? I don't know.
Just after bird snickers.
Are you on a day off today, like?
Nah, man, I've got the phone attached to the side of my face. I'm fixing a truck in my other van. That's a stupid question to ask.
No,
Stupid question. You could be going to the funeral and going to fucking work for 12 till fucking 12 or something stupid.
Nee, not I. Getting the date off.